Hi there, this is Mary Morano from Life and Family Counseling, and today is a very special day for many of us who are Catholic. It's Palm Sunday, and it has sparked up a lot of, conversations with some of my friends and family about how amazing and symbolic this time in our life is about death and suffering. And the other part that makes me sort of start thinking about things is our time. And all we have is time. I remember a long time ago listening to something that Oprah Winfrey had said, and it stuck out for me when she said, "All we have is time." And it is so true in how we are living today. All we have is time. And in that time, how are we going to either spend it? How are we reflecting on time and what that means to us when we talk about our ability to connect and spend time with our family? The time we spend in our work life, have we been using that time effectively? And what about death and suffering? What things are dying and what things have been suffering, and maybe not just in the time that we're in right now, but think of pre-COVID-19. This is just getting you to stop and really think about these aspects of your life and where do you go from here. I know for myself, this is blowing my mind, and I'm really conscientious of how I live my life and where I spend my time and my energy and who I do that with. Being a conscious parent, the messages that I send out to my children, being able to walk the walk and talk the talk. And my mind is blown. I am like having realizations coming up for me all the time. I am like digging deep when those feelings of uncomfortable come up. And I am spending my time wisely because I do not want this time to go wasted. And I hope that you will take a few minutes and also reflect on your time, what that looks like and feels like for you and your families. And don't look at death and suffering as a time of fear and it being horrific, because I'm not talking about physical death and dying as much as I'm talking about the death, dying, and suffering of our bad habits, our past, our history. And if we are losing people in our life because of death and dying and suffering, or because of this virus, even more so to be introspective and dig deep so you too can understand what life actually means to you. And my hope is that we will all live differently once the change happens, or the transition, the transformation happens for all of us. It's so important. I posted yesterday, if 1% of the population would transform and live their life in loving, kind, compassionate ways, we would transform the world. Wow. Time. How will you spend yours moving forward?